and today we're going to be making 5 easy Christmas clip art designs in Affinity Designer. Let's begin. And so here we are in Affinity Designer, and these are the 5 Christmas clip art designs that we are going to make today. First we have our Christmas tree, a Christmas hat, a bell, a cookie on a string, and an ornament. We will begin with the Christmas tree. If you go to the left side, you can see the toolbox, and we're gonna choose the lower one where you have all these nice little tools you can play with. And we're gonna start with a triangle. So we're gonna make a triangle. Now this one has a brim around, but we don't want that. We want a solid color, so we're just gonna click on this switch. So now the color is inside. Now we're gonna duplicate this triangle by pressing Ctrl J, and again Ctrl J. So now we have three rectangles over here. With the move tool, which is over here, I'm just gonna move them a little bit, and we're going to make them bigger. I'm pressing Ctrl and Shift at the same time and stretching this out. And then the last one, Ctrl and Shift and drag. So they are bigger in size. The first one is the top of the Christmas tree, and then we're gonna put the middle one in the middle, and the bottom, the biggest one, at the bottom over here. And as you can see, we have a nice beginning of a Christmas tree. But we are going to turn this into one single curve. So we're going to go to Layers panel, and we're going to choose all 3 triangles and go up here to Add and click Add. Now we have just one curve and not multiple triangles. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Put it here. And now we also need to make the trunk, which we're going to use the rounded rectangle tool to make the trunk. Just move it and align it. Let's get a little bit closer. And also change the color to brown, but I want a little bit darker brown, like so. We also need to move the trunk behind the tree, so only the bottom part is visible. Now if we select both the shapes like this and press Ctrl G, we group them together. So whenever we need to move them someplace, they move together. And we have a Christmas tree. Now for this Christmas hat, we'll be using a rectangle tool, a teardrop tool, and a cloud tool. So a rounded rectangle tool. I'm just gonna round the edges a little bit more, like so. Turn the color into white, and I'm gonna give it a brim, a slight grayish edge, like so. And now we're gonna go to where we found the triangle tool and click on this triangle here. So we have a menu open, and we're gonna get the teardrop tool. The teardrop doesn't need a brim, so we're gonna just remove that, and now we're gonna play with the handles of this teardrop like so. And I'm also going to convert this to curves. So if you go up here, you convert it to curves. Go to Node tool, and now we can shape it a little bit more, like so. Now we just need to position it and resize it. Change the color to red. Oops. Like this. And send it behind the brim. Make it a little bit bigger. Like that. And we also need a cloud tool, which is also in here. The cloud tool. And just draw a simple shape over here. Put it at the end. Change the color. If you go to swatches, we can see the last white color that we used. And the brim, which is the brown. Like this. And now if we select all three shapes, group them together, we can move them around, resize them, and they're gonna stick together. Now with the bell, we're going to use the segment tool, make a bigger shape like so, and also a smaller shape like so. Go back to the move tool. Let's move this thing a little bit around. Send it back. I don't need the inner color, just around. And I'm gonna change it to black, like so. Now the color of the bell. We don't need the brim. Too yellowish. We'll go with this color. And with the rounded rectangle tool, I'm gonna make an edge of this bell like so, and change the color to something more lighter like this. And also we need back the segment tool to make the lower part of the bell. So now we're gonna flip it vertically and just place it in the middle, in the center. But we also need to send it back like this. And I'm gonna change its color so it's a little bit more visible. Maybe a little bit darker. Like so. Okay, now we select all of them. Control G and group them together. Make it smaller, bigger, thinner, thicker. There you have it. You have a bell. With the ornament cookie over here, we need a star, a circle, and we're going to use a brush tool for the cord over here. So we go again in here and go for the star tool. Now we're gonna play around with this star, make it a little bit bigger, and also make its edges rounder, like this. And the color is almost the same, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Now I'm gonna duplicate it, Control J, and switch the colors to just the outline. but I'm gonna turn it white. Oops, no inside color. I'm gonna turn the outline white, and now I'm gonna make it smaller like this, and again duplicate. It changes the position already on its own, like so. There you have it. Now with the circle, I'm gonna make a little hole. Need a solid form though. I'm gonna make a little form. Oops. Need a move tool. I'm gonna place it on top, and we are actually gonna choose the biggest star. We're gonna select the biggest star and the ellipse and go up into this toolbar and select subtract. Now we need to move the star back down like this. Okay, so we have a hole in there. You can group these stars together. Okay, now we need the rope, so we're gonna go into the brush tool. I'm gonna select our brush. I'm gonna go with this one. Too big. Let's make it smaller. A little bit smaller. I think this is gonna be enough. And loop it around. Now if we go to our node tool, we can manipulate this part like so, and also in the stroke panel we're going to make the stroke a little bit thinner. Turn it around like so, and we select everything and group together, make it smaller, and we have our cookie. Moving on to our ornament, we need a circle without the inner part, inner filling, and the brush tool again. So let's go to the ellipse tool, make an ellipse or a circle, and another one on top, but we go to colors, shift the color just to the brim, and also make this a little darker, and send it to the back. Oops. We need to change our tool back to move tool, align it like so. Okay, now we're going to choose a color for this. Let's go with pink, since pink is already up there. Purplish pink, like that. And with the brush tool, you can just scribble any doodles inside. I'm gonna scribble in white, like so, like so, like so. Oh, and I also have the stabilizer on because I'm using my Wacom drawing tablet and a pen on number 10, and at the moment I don't have any pressure sensitivity on because I kind of like this brush without any pressures. But as you can see, all the edges over here are looking outside from our circle. So we need to go to our move tool and move all these curves. Let's just select them all, group them together, and we're gonna move them inside the ellipse tool. So let's go down one and then to the right. And now they are inside the ellipse tool. Select both items, group them together, and voila. If there's something going on with your lines when you're expanding or making smaller this item, it means when you were drawing, if you go into the stroke, this scale with object wasn't checked. So you might wanna go inside the group. See, this one, scale with object, is checked. If it's unchecked and you try to scale it down, you see, it doesn't scale down, it stays the same size. So we're gonna check it. So it moves with the object. Why aren't you moving with the object? Oh, pardon. I forgot. Yeah. Okay, and these are the 5 simple Christmas clip arts that you can do in Affinity Designer. Now, if we move on to Canva, I'm gonna show you where and how you can use them. But first, we need to save this. So you have 2 choices. You can save them as SVGs, like vectors, or you can save them as PNGs. If you're working in Canva, you can save them as SVGs and then use them in Canva, and also you'll be able to change the colors in Canva as well. So for today, we're just gonna save these in as SVG files. So we go to File, Export. You go to SVG. I usually go to Digital High Quality. DPI is 300. Not the artboard, but the selection without background, because I have the item selected over here. And hit export. Then you okay, Christmas tree, one SVG, save, and you do the same thing. You select the item, go to File, Export, SVG, selection without background, export, Santa hat. Okay, so we are here in Canva. It is a free web designer. No, it's not a web designer, graphics designer, I guess. It's an awesome tool to know and to have. You just need an account to sign in. And what shall we make? Let's make a Instagram post. Okay, so we're gonna go here to create a product. We're gonna choose our size, 180 by 180. Create. I don't need that anymore. And this window pops up. Takes a little while to load. So you have your artboard over here. Some of the already made designs that you can basically copy. But what we want is this, which is the pictures or images or designs that we upload up here. So we're gonna go get our SVGs. The bell, here you are. Okay. So we have our 5 designs over here. You just click on it and it's gonna be seen on the on your artboard. You can move it around, make it smaller, make it bigger, and in this corner you can also change its color. You can change the curves. Not really sure why, maybe because we did them with a pen. But you know, you can at least change the back coloring. You can make a copy of it. Have like different colored light bulbs, or not light bulbs, ornaments at the bottom. Let's make them a little smaller. Oops. Like so. And like so. And then the bell. Now you can change the bottom color, the middle color, and this one. So let's go for black. And this one is gonna be, you can also choose your color in this color picker. Brownish? No, not brownish. And I want that one to be more yellowish actually. A bit of here, move. Okay. A little bit more on the yellow side. Make it smaller, make it bigger. We're gonna make it smaller. You can also rotate it. I'm gonna make a copy and rotate the other way, like so. Ta-da! The Christmas tree. You can change the green color, make it a little bit lighter. Let's make it bigger. Oh, we're gonna move the Christmas tree backwards. So it's at the back, and oh, need to change this one. Let's say be pink. I'm gonna put this ornament on the Christmas tree right here. Oh. Bring forward like so, and the bells. If you select both of them, you can combine them, so you can drag them around. Okay, now the Christmas hat. I'm gonna put the hat on top. Oop, make it smaller. can see, we can't change his colors because this isn't an SVG file, it is actually a PNG file. So we can only change his size and position. And also you can add images. You already have a few images here. A selection that you can, choose, or if you're searching for a certain type of image, you can just text in. Most of them are free. There are also some that are not. The ones that are not have a crown in the corner. The ones that are free, they just say free. You have elements that you can choose from, different kinds, lines, animated, stickers, coronavirus, a bunch of other cool stickers that you can put onto your post or onto your design, already pre-made. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add text. We're gonna add text over here. Merry Christmas. I know it's a cliche thing, but it's a Christmas theme, so we're gonna make this a little smaller. Ooh, not this small. Let's make it bigger. You can also make it bigger by dragging, I guess. Not by much. I think I need to, yeah, that's more like it. So let's put it in the middle, and I'm gonna change the font to Chewy. Yeah, looks good. Okay, that's Chewy font. There's a lot of range of fonts up here that you can choose from. The ones that are not free have this little crown over here. These are for paid versions. You can also change the color of the font. Let's make it red. You can align it, you can make a bullet, you can change the spacing, the height of the rows. You have some special effects that you can also do, like a shadow. Just gonna get another color, a little bit darker there. Yeah. And we have, our little design. You can name your design over here, or usually it just saves, if you have text on it, it's going to save the text. I'm just going to leave this text. You can transfer it to your computer, put it in common use or shared use, post it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and actually print it out with a specialized printer. There's a bunch of stuff here that I usually use only Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram features, but for that we need to go into my phone because I have an application from Canva on my phone from where I can send my images to my Instagram. Okay, so we are in my phone screen, so I'm gonna go to Canva app, and at the bottom you have in the middle where all your products or designs are. I'm just gonna refresh this and you can see our design that we just made. We click on that, it's gonna open it, and we can also edit it from our phone, but we're not gonna do that. We just want to send it to Instagram. So we're gonna go top right corner, click on that one, and if we scroll down, so here you can send it to Facebook Messenger, profile on Facebook, story, Twitter, Pinterest, MailChimp, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Viber, and I'm gonna go post for Instagram. It's gonna prepare the image, and now we are in Instagram. Just gonna hit forward. Leave it like that. You go forward, and now I'm gonna share this with Facebook and Twitter at the same time. Voila, it is posting, and now it's posted. And this is how you can turn your clip art into Instagram posts, Facebook posts, or basically whatever you wish them to be. This is it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed creating these simple clip art designs and where can you use them with me, and I will see you in the next one. Before you go, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I post on a weekly basis, and I will see you next time. Bye.